Welcome back to another build my own palette. My name is Caitlin. 2023 is my no-buy year. One of the things that I'm doing to keep my makeup a little bit more, I don't know if interesting is the right word, but to not feel so stagnant in just using the same products over and over again, is to build my own eyeshadow palettes. I have some singles, and then also I have quite a bit of Natasha Denona palettes that I take from as if they were singles. So this was my previous palette, like a grungy forest was my inspiration. So I'm going to start off with putting this away. Alright, so now that I have this cleared out, let's make a new one. I don't have anything in particular in mind as inspiration. I just know that I kind of want to do some pops of color, and then also just maybe using some shadows that I just haven't used in a while, whether it's from palettes that I don't reach for because maybe the color stories that they're currently in isn't something that I gravitate towards. And I really just want to kind of get more use out of all of my indie brand singles, so my Clionadh Cosmetics, and I have some Terra Moon and JD Glow and Adept. I guess I'm just going to start going through and picking some things that call to me. And I don't know if I'm going to end up putting it back on this one. I might want something bigger, but we'll see. Alright, so my Clionadh shadows are kind of spread out. I actually think what I need to do is condense them into a different empty palette. I have the Adept like double-sided one, so I think maybe I need to put them in there so that I can sort of see them all together. This one holds a lot of the Stained Glass 2 collection, so I know that I haven't really gotten much use out of these, so I think I'm going to start with these and then go from there. I also pulled this Shroud Cosmetics Creepy Cute. Just because I know maybe I wanted to lean towards some pastels. So I'm looking at the sort of multi-chromes that I picked out, and these would be sort of the mattes that could possibly correspond with them, or what I would be able to put a look together with. I got the Natasha Denona My Dream palette in my Beautylish Lucky Bag, and I just haven't really been reaching for it, so maybe I'll pull a couple from here. Man, even just looking at this, I'm not really feeling it. Maybe if I see them like out of the palette, I'll feel, you know, I don't know, I'm just not really inspired by that. I pulled some of the MIDI Natasha Denonas that I have. Specifically, I pulled this one out because of the yellows. So maybe I should have had more in mind before I started this. Alright, so now that I pulled like a lot of colors, I'm gonna get some, like a few more neutral leaning things. So I pulled the Safari palette. Maybe not even this would be needed. Alright, this is kind of chaotic. I don't really know where to go from here. I kind of feel like it's missing something, but I'm not really sure yet. Okay, so I've kind of organized it into general colors and possibly what looks could kind of come together. Alright, so now I'm just going to kind of do some swatching and figure out what I want to keep. Okay, so I think I'm left with this. I might need some more, maybe just a dark brown or possibly a black, just sort of deepen things up. Yeah, maybe a brown. Now I'm sort of gonna organize it into what I think, like what I would realistically be using like on my eyes, and make sure that, you know, I can kind of put something together. Alright, those two kind of do the same thing, but I think I like how this one has a little bit like blue purple vibe. Okay, so I think this is kind of how I would maybe put looks together. It seems a little bit random, but I think I might end up liking how it turns out. So I'm gonna go wash my hands, and then we'll put this into a palette or see which palette it will fit in. Okay, so I've transferred all of the shadows that I had in here into a different, larger palette. Let's put the shadows in, I'll do some swatching, and I'll see if there's any gaps that I can immediately see in the color story to see, like, anticipate if I'm going to need to be reaching into something else while I'm using this. Okay, so I have this extra one that just doesn't, like, I like the aesthetics of how this looks. So even though, yes, I could move them to fit it in here, I think I'm just going to put this one back, and maybe I'll pull it out some other time. Here's the palette. And I kind of arranged it where, like, these would kind of go, these would probably go, these would go. I think I'm gonna swatch them left to right. Alright, so here is the final color story. I can't see anything sticking out that I would think I would need to grab for. So I think that it will be okay. I don't know what to name this. I'll probably film a video of me using it. So if you would like to see that, let me know in the comments below. What could a name be for this? Spring Chaotic? Chaotic Spring? Oh, I'll really try to rotate it, see if you can pick up the multi-chrome of it all. Great, thanks for hanging out with me today, watching me put this together. I feel a little bit more apprehensive about this one than I did my Grungy Forest. The tones in that one were a little bit more of what I would typically wear. This one is kind of outside my comfort zone in terms of the colors. I'm used to wearing pretty dark colors on my eyes. I don't typically go for these lighter colors, so it'll be interesting to use for the next little bit. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with me today. If you liked this, then hit that like button. If you would like to see more stuff like this from me in the future, then I hope that you will subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.